In the heart of the global village lies Toronto, a city renowned for its multicultural identities. Within its bustling streets, the New Year is celebrated 17 times over, according to the diverse calendars of its inhabitants. From the Gregorian New Year to Rosh Hashanah, the Islamic New Year, Diwali, Chinese New Year, and the cherished Nowruz, we are the followers of Nowruz culture. For many years, we have learned to cultivate our identities somewhere beyond geography, ethnicity, race, religion, and even language. Our cultural identity, with Nowruz at its core, defines us. Nowruz is an astronomical and mathematical phenomenon which celebrates the start of spring as the first day of New Year. The day of Nowruz, which is the same as March equinox, had its origins in the Iranian religion of Zoroastrianism and deeply rooted in the traditions of Iranian peoples. Despite its ancient origins, Nowruz's spirit of renewal and celebration has been embraced by various communities for over 3,000 years. Today, on March 30th, 2024, at Meridian Arts Center, in the heart of North York, Mir-Djalali Institute of Iranian Studies at University of Toronto, together with the Office of MP Ali Ehsassi, proudly presents the celebration of Nowruz 2024. It is not just a gathering, it is the expression of our appreciation and gratitude for the rich cultural heritage that we all share. As the head of Mir-Djalali Institute of Iranian Studies, why do you organize such an event?
The Institute of Iranian Studies was inaugurated during the Nowruz of 2021 with a Nowruz celebration, and we have continued it every year, and this is our fourth celebration. So we are committed to continue that inaugural celebration every year. So the first year was online, it was at the height of COVID, and the following year we had a Nowruz festival of women poets. We invited women poets from all over the world to participate at Aga Khan. And last year we had our Nowruz celebration at the Royal Ontario Museum, and this year we have brought it to the Iranian community in North York.
Very good, thank you. And any elaboration on the organizing committee, or what you have gone through to organize such an event?
Well, our plans have gone through several changes and transformations. So originally we were planning to celebrate Nowruz on the 23rd of March, but our musician got sick, could not come, so we changed the plan, and this came out at the last moment, and so far it has been very successful and inspirational.
Very good. And about the line of the speakers, what are the criteria for choosing such prominent speakers in this?
Well, what we wanted to do, and in dialogue with MP Ali Ehsassi, was to create a condition when people who come and don't think all the bad things that are happening to Iranians, think of all the good things, think of sort of moment of inspirations, and bring some of the most successful members of the Iranian community here to speak about their success, the personal stories that they have, and the kind of hard life but hard commitment that they had to succeed. And I learned a lot from our speakers today, and I'm sure a lot of our younger friends and colleagues would also learn a lot from this kind of inspirational speakers that are tremendous amongst the Iranians in Canada.
In the opening ceremony, Dr. Tawakkoli welcomed the audience warmly.
As a celebration of spring, Nowruz embodies the universal message of natural renewal, rejuvenation, and promise of lighter, brighter, and warmer days ahead.
He then invited MP Ali Ehsassi to podium.
Mr. Ehsassi, as an MP who has dedicated himself to serve people, what is the significance of such events for the diasporic community of Iran?
For sure. Well, as you know, the reason why you get into public service is trying to amplify the voices and the talents that are to be seen all around us in our midst. So I take great pleasure in helping various communities. Of course, the Iranian community is one I'm incredibly proud of, and it's a community that I understand. So I consider it my responsibility and my duty to do as much as we can to make sure that we all work together towards great objectives. In this particular case, it's amazing that the Mir-Djalali Institute is doing such awesome work. So what better way to make sure that we can support their initiative.
MP Ali Ehsassi emphasized on how Iranians have become prominent and effective players in various sectors of Canada.
And truth be told, for some of us it might stretch back a whole lot more, for others less so. But in the early days, there were only a few sectors where we would see shining brights from our community doing exceptional work. But the reality is, with the passage of time, I don't care what sector of the economy you look at, you see so many impressive, resonant, and uplifting Iranian-Canadians.
After that, Honorable Chrystia Freeland, Canada's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, came to podium. She declared her gratitude for being invited to such great event, and she also thanked Iranian-Canadian community for their great contribution to Canada in general.
You guys are an amazing community. Canada's Iranian-Canadian community, extraordinarily accomplished in spheres ranging from academia to business to medicine to the arts. Extraordinary Iranian Canadians in every area of public endeavor. And I just want to thank you for the contributions that you make to the amazing country, Canada, that we all share. So thank you very much. Merci à vous.
Later, the first panel, Physicians of Distinction, started, featuring Dr. Tina Meysami, Dr. Andrew Bouzari, and Dr. Keyvan Karkuti. Each speaker described the long way they have taken to success. They also commented on how important it is to have good mentors in one's career.
I would say, really, in terms of mentorship, what I've found that has been helpful is, in terms of where I'm now in that side of the spectrum and the continuum, is to come with passion around the kind of ideas that you want. I think a lot of what we've been reading and inundated with is around, networking, being able to ensure that you're out at every function, or as a student, every social event. And there's
whether ambition is a good thing or a dirty word.
And I think another big part of it is your ambition shouldn't put other people down or disadvantage other people. I truly believe in, and the rising tide lifts all boats. And I think if you go by that principle, then ambition itself is not harmful. In fact, it's advantageous. It's what moves society forward, what moves our culture, makes sure our culture continues to advance, and our role in this society continues to increase and becomes more impactful.
And they wrapped up the panel by pointing out that the important moments of their lives.
I think what I really want to point out, though, is that when the moments of setback in my life have been the moments that have defined me. And so when I look back at the past 30 years of my adult life, those devastating moments where I just curled into fetal position and cried probably 4 days, those were the moments that touched me the most. And out of that, pain came the vision and sort of the power and the urge to want to change and do more. So I think the right answer is to say, no, it's not just one moment, but we continue to evolve and develop in our lives, and it's really important to pay attention to that voice.
How did you find Nowruz celebration events so far?
I thought it was excellent. It brought so many different people together, and I think really looking at different disciplines, different approaches, different experiences. Some of us from diaspora, some born here, many different circumstances, many different vantage points to come together to celebrate. And I think Nowruz is a very powerful holiday and event. It's secular, it brings everyone together, and I think this renewed sense of hope, given how dark it feels right now everywhere.
And in your opinion, what should we do to make a more strong community outside of Iran?
I think these events are really important. Again, one of my first ones around Nowruz with different disciplines, academic disciplines, different faculties, different sectors that have come together, different generations, which I think is really powerful.
Yeah.
So I really hope more of these kind of events would be great, and different opportunities for people to build from this. So is there different projects or work that can happen to draw more and more meaning and support for people who are either just coming to Canada or people who've been here a long time but looking to strengthen their ties with community.
نوروز صفای چمن و گل باشد نوروز صفای چمن و گل باشد آهنگ هزار صوت بلبل باشد نرگس به خمار چشم خود باز کند خوشبوی نگر که زلف سنبل باشد گل فرش شود زیر قدم‌های بهار گل فرش شود زیر قدم‌های بهار گلدان بلور سبز و پرگل باشد پاکیزه شود چمن ز باران بهار هر جا نگری پر از تجمل باشد شمشاد و بلوط و ارغوان و ناجو بنگر که چسان بر رشد و در تکامل باشد آشفته ترین روان بینی که چسان هنگام بهار در تعادل باشد.
How do you feel of performing in such an event?
Yeah, it was really wonderful and amazing experience as my first experience in Canada. and with cooperation with this such a wonderful group. It was really amazing, and I really was passionate about that, and I'm so glad that I really participated as one of the players of this group.
Nowruz Celebration 2024 was also the starting point of a prestigious award entitled Sepas Award. Sepas Award 2024 in the area of culture and art went to Mir-Djalali. He is a graduate of University of Toronto at Computer Engineering and has taken up the leadership role in numerous non-profit organizations devoted to the promotion of Iranian culture and intellectual heritage. One of the most influential initiatives led by Mir-Djalali is Tirgan.
I'm humbled. Thank you very much, Ali Jan, Dr. Tawakkoli, for this award, for recognizing me for this award, and I'm really humbled. Appreciate it very much. Just one note that we Iranians, it's time for us to get united all across the world. We have strong communities. We have very successful individuals. We have strong institutions, and it's time to get unified, because without unity, we wouldn't get anywhere. I think Iranians inside Iran expect us to get unified and united. Thank you very much.
Sepas Award 2024 in the area of housing went to Saeed Aghai, one of the co-founder of Times Group. They have built over 6,000 housing units in the city of Toronto and its suburbs.
من راحتم که با شما فارسی حرف اولا سال نو را تبریک میگم. امیدوارم که سال بسیار خوبی برای سرکار همه خانم ها آقایون علل خصوص به هموطنان ایرانی ما چه در ایران در اینجا باشه و موفقیت ما مرهون تمام گروه هایی است که بیشترشان ایرانی در تایمز گروپ بودند.
The next panel was Innovative Visionaries featuring Gina Parvana Kodi and Sam Saif. These two visionaries in the field of engineering and finance shared their story of success. They also passed some sage advices on the issues of personal and professional success.
Find somebody that you say, I wouldn't mind that life, that person, what they've accomplished. And if that is the case, then wonderful. If you can't, then it's time to find something else. And I realized that at the age of 25, but I didn't know yet what it was. So that gave me the reason to say that I didn't want to be here forever.
Seizing the opportunities.
I went to a conference. There were 700 attendees. I was the only woman. And when the MC started the meeting, the event said, "Ladies and gentlemen." That's how bad it was.
Leadership.
And one of the things that is really important as a leader, and I'm sure some will hopefully agree with that, is that every person has got a niche. As a leader, if you find the niche in that person, they can thrive.
Investment.
The best thing is to have a very clear and disciplined approach to how you invest and to understand the stage that you are at in investing, and whether that's the day you put your first check into investing or the day that you are now taking your last check from your last payroll from your company and now having to figure out how I'm going to make money for the rest of my life from that portfolio.
After a 30 minutes break, a group of female musicians performed some folk music. The third panel, entitled Leaders of Distinction, featured Melody Athami, Susan Latham, Ali Malek, and Bahar Behzadi. Apart from inspirational personal story of success, these leaders shared their thoughts on diverse subjects such as how to support and lead younger generations.
I think what happens in terms of our own children is that often we tend to talk about our successes and what we've been achieved, and we're sitting here talking, boasting, celebrating, if you like, in terms of what we've done. But I think what our children need to learn from us is our vulnerabilities, our hardships and our failures, so that they can understand that the road is not a straight line up, that there are challenges, there are obstacles.
Company culture.
And I think it would be the key number one, thing that keeps a CEO up at night is how do we instill a culture that keeps your team motivated, that keeps them, wanting to work where they do, makes them believe and realize that they're part of a bigger purpose and a bigger role, and takes you away from a transactional relationship. So transactional relationship is you work for me, I pay you money, we make a transaction.
And leadership.
Leaders or emerging leaders, who I call my young students, because I think everybody has the potential to be a leader, is to really start with themselves.
The ending of this memorable and great event was a vibrant and refreshing folk music performance.
Okay, how do you feel about performing in such an event?
It was great. We played some traditional music. These people are lovely and they listen to it very good, and they appreciate our music, and that's enough for us.
As our celebration comes to a close, we celebrated the vibrant diasporic Iranian-Canadian community, a beacon of inspiration and unity. Their achievements across various domains not only paved the way for future generations, but also embody the essence of Nowruz, which is renewal, growth, and prosperity. Today, we have celebrated more than a tradition. We have celebrated the spirit of togetherness, the beauty of diversity, and the strength found in our shared cultural heritage. Let us carry these values forward, nurturing the seeds of hope, friendship, and collaboration planted here as we look towards a future illuminated by the principles of Nowruz.
Thank you for being part of this celebration. May the spirit of Nowruz fill your homes and hearts with joy, peace, and prosperity throughout the year.